Hello peeps, today I'm going to show you how to tie a Beverley knot variation. This is one I call like this because of Shark and Turner. They have a row coded knot which has rows of over 2, under 2, then over 1, under 1, and this is the smallest variation which only has one of each alternating. And to make this part in the middle stick out, we have to tie a sober knot. Yeah, I'm going to show you how to tie this knot, and let's see if we can do it. What I have prepared is a meter of cord, and one part is somewhat longer than the other, and we start by tying a 7-lead 2-bight knot, and as this 7-lead 2-bight knot ties itself with the 2 strands right when we are going up, and it's already finished, so we just have to do so many turns that we can go over under, alternating with each strand 6 times. So we must pass 6 times, and let's see if we can work it out. So, and as I said, we do a sober knot, and a sober knot usually we would go into the knot by under, but we go over. So over 1, under 1, over 1, under 1. Over 1, under 1. That makes 6. And this one, where are we? Where is it? It goes under. That's the wrong one. We go over. That's what we said. And already we are splitting tracks here. As we can see, this goes over, here goes over, and this goes under. So we're splitting tracks. We must be splitting tracks by now. Otherwise we wouldn't have a 7-lead 2-bight. When we come up, let's not be irritated by this one. This goes over, this goes under. So what we have now is a not very lovely looking, but nevertheless correctly tied 7-lead 2-bight. And what we're going to do with the longer cord is we are going between and going down over everything, and then when we come to the way back, we go under 2, and then comes the point what you can remember. This pattern goes under 2 and over 1 all the time. What we can see is that we here have an overlying bight, an overlying strand that we have to lock in. So we must go over this. And the next one, we see that here this comes out over and goes in under, and the other one is the opposite direction, comes out over and goes in under. And that are the ones we go under all the time, but we do not really have to take care of them. We know that we have to go under 2, and we know that the over is really presenting itself as overlying. So here's this one can be a bit irritating, the last one where we come out, because this is not overlying, but we need to come out over anyway. And what we are doing, we are going in between these and go in under this. So what we are doing is we go really over into the knot over and beside of the standing part and go under. And the other loose one, we do the same. Here is the other standing part, and we just follow the standing part and put it beside the standing part, and the knot is finished so far. We now have to get this off and have to see how we can tidy this up. This kind of looks a bit messy right now, and what I would suggest to make it, because we have 3 funny bights, it's not really good visible, very good. We have an overlying herringbone bite, and then we have a gaucho bite. See, this comes out under but goes in over, and we have an underlying herringbone bite. And this, when we start tightening, can be really, yeah, uncomfortable. And what I would suggest is that we just put something in there for the time being. Maybe only 1 strand, maybe a double strand, to not lose our openings, and then we can start tightening it down. Can go systematically, and at one point then you have to see where you're, sorry for getting out of the, I cannot watch myself through this tiny screen, it makes me crazy, it makes me really go cross-eyed, so I have to try and stay in the picture but look at myself, which is not really easy. And you see here it gets kind of complicated, at least when it's still so loose, everything. It's not really a complicated knot in the end, because as we have seen, it's rather easy to tie. The challenge lies more in the tightening the knot and not losing your ends where you went in. So we've already lost, I think we lost the one here. This one is still where it should be, but this one, I have no idea where are we here. It just still lost its place, I think. I'm not sure. Yeah, but that's correct. So we have the overlying herringbone, the gaucho, and the underlying. So we are correct again. What we are trying to do is work out the ends so far that we then can put them inside and have them coming out at the other side, so that we then have a handle that we know they're just there where they belong, and don't lose this kind of, yeah, that's the hardest part. You always remember that you have to go in right of the standing part or below, like here, and that one of these goes over 2 in and the other one only over 1. And you can always try to affirm that you have the right bights, which are also on the other side. Here you can see this comes out over, goes in over, this comes out under, goes in over, and then the underlying herringbone bite. So maybe I just try to do a little bit more. This is really not funny. now we're going to put this through to the other end, and the other one we will do the same. And at one point, when you've tightened it down enough, you then can go and yeah, take out the yellow, because this tightens down very nicely to itself, as you can already see. And then you really do not have to do much. You already can see that despite the fact we were quite messy in the beginning, they really lie how they want to lie. And what I did with my original was I did not really form it like I have the two in the middle and so on. I just let it fall as it wanted, so it was kind of skew. So I had this bights very much prominent on the left side, and this kind of went a little bit to the back, but you can already see what I'm talking about. And so I hope this helps, and I hope you can tie it, and thank you for watching.